Good morning friends. Today we are here to give you a brief on a stopper kit by Bioner. So let's see where all, in which conditions this Bioner stopper kit comes very handy. The cases like resorbed mandible, which we all come across very often, where we have very less amount of height with us, or in the cases like maxilla, where sinus is very close to the ridge and we have somewhere about 8-9 mm of bone left with us in a form of height, and we are always in a dilemma to how to deal with these cases. And in such cases you will see the stopper kit comes very handy. If we will talk about the stopper kit in detail, if you can see, it has basically 3 rows: blue one, golden one and a silver one. These are very easily marked and very conveniently marked for the users. If you can see on the top of them, you have numbers written like 6, 7, 8.5, 10, 11.5 and 13. They stand for the length which we need for the drilling. If you can see in the lower half, you can see again there is a diagrammatic representation of the same length or same depth what you can see of your drills. So you can always double check with these drawings. Other than that, if you see, there are 3 markings or 3 writings in front of those color-coded rows. These stand for the drills for which the particular row is helpful. Like the blue one is capable for 2 mm drill, 2.5 mm drill, 2.8.5 mm drill. Then the golden one is capable or adaptable with 3 mm drill, 3.15 mm drill, 3.25 mm drill. And the third row is good with 3.8 mm drill, 4 mm drill and 3.5 mm drills. You don't have to mug them up at all because it's very well written and very well demonstrated there. So how to use this? Let's see. This is a very interesting tool, and when it is combined with the surgical kit, the Bioner surgical kit, which we all are, when we combine this stopper kit with the general surgical kit of Bioner, combination becomes very useful. Like, as we all know, the first drill what we have, which is color coded, a red color coded drill, which is used for placing 3.5 mm diameter implant. And let's say we have to place an implant which is 3.5 mm in diameter. How we will operate with that is, it's very simple. We take the drill, we put the drill inside our handpiece, we take our handpiece with the drill, we go to the 7 mm coded stopper and we just place it inside. And when you see, it comes out with a stopper there. And then when we take it to the osteotomy site where we want to prepare osteotomy, and when we start drilling there, as much as we drill, it's not going to exceed the length of 7 mm. Can you see that? Perfect. At this site, we saw we had somewhere about 8 mm to 8.5 mm of bone height with us, and we very conveniently drilled 7 mm with the help of stopper, and we are very well away from the nerve. So let's see the other osteotomy site. Let's say the posterior osteotomy size has somewhere about 9.5 mm of bone with us. So what we will do is, very conveniently, we will change the stopper for this to 8.5 mm. We go back, we take, it's very easy, you can see it's very convenient, very easy to pick it up, and then we start drilling with the 8.5 mm drill stopper, and we drill till 8.5 mm, and we checked here, it's very well away from the nerve. So we can see the convenience, how nicely it can be done. Let's see, the first drilling sequence is done for us. Then what we do, we change our drill to the second drill, which is a yellow one, which we normally use for placing the final drills for 4 mm implants. So when we do that, we again with this, so with the yellow drill, again we'll be using the blue stoppers only. So let's see again, we'll go, it's a very easy step. You go, take your handpiece and you hear a sound click and it comes out beautifully. So again, our drill height has been converted into 7. So we again go to the osteotomy and drill without any problem or any thought in our mind whether we are going to drill more or less. And we recheck and we see it's very conveniently away from the nerve. So it makes our life very easy and we are more predictable. So once we are done with this and we have to drill the third drill in our sequence, which is a green color coded one, which we normally use for 5mm implant. For those drills, you come onto the third row, that is a silver one, and you again take your handpiece, take it out, and you will see how conveniently our long drill has been converted into 7.7mm drill. So again we take it and we check it, we make the osteotomy, and we are very well away from the nerve which we want. That makes our life very easy. Similarly, we see the scenario of a maxilla in which we have about 8mm of bone with us, the height which is below the sinus, and we want to avoid sinus grafting, or even if we want to do an indirect sinus graft, we have to drill somewhere about 8mm. So how we can be sure about it? We will take the first drill, which is the pink color coded for 3.5mm implant. We take it to a 7mm stopper. This converts our drill to a 7mm height drill. We take it without any tension in our mind or anything, and we start drilling. When we drill, we see it's conveniently stopping where we want, and we are easily able to avoid the sinus. Or even if you are doing an indirect sinus lift, with the help of these stopper kits, you are dead sure that your drilling is exactly just 0.2mm or somewhere away from the floor of the sinus. With this help of these stoppers, now you are very well sure where your drill is stopping. So that makes our life very easy. Once this is done, again what we can do is we remove, we change, and we go for a 8.5mm drill wherever we have that much amount of height, and we go with that perfectly. That makes our life easy. So other than these also, there are many uses of these stoppers, like not only in the posterior mandible which we discussed, even wherever you want to define the height, whatever you want to go, let's say you are trying to place a 3.5 by 11.5mm implant, you are very sure by using that stopper that your drilling is absolutely fine there. Okay, that makes our life very easy. So other than this, we have to be very careful because this drilling sequence is very simple. So let's see the use of the middle row, which is a golden color row. Let's see finally the use of the middle row, the golden row which we have. In our surgical kit, if you see, there's a row of hard bone drills there, which are a little bit wider than the normal conventional drills what we have. So this middle row comes into action with this. With the pink color coded drill, you can use the middle row very easily, and again this works superbly with this row, and you will see the stopper fits very conveniently, and we are able to make the drilling with whatever height or whatever depth we want in that. Okay.
Yep.
Similarly, with the hard bone drills, the yellow color coded hard bone drill, if we have to use that, the third row, which is the silver row, comes into action, and we can very easily go. It snaps, and you can see how comfortable and how easy it is to pick up the stop and do the drilling part. So basically combining these two drills together, a stopper kit and the conventional surgical kit which we have ours, we make our life very easy. There's one point which you need to check always before starting your surgeries. Check that all your stoppers are placed in the right way and in the right places. If you follow these small instructions, the life can become very easy for us. Thank you.